Welcome back to Bluely Creative. Thank you so much for watching. This is the last episode in my basic Shopify tutorial series, and we're going to talk about launching your website and the final things that you may have missed on your checklist before you actually get going and start taking orders. The first thing you need to do is make sure that your website is responsive across all devices. As you know, there's plenty of devices these days. There's huge desktops like mine, there's laptops, there's iPads, there's horizontal phones and vertical phones, and you need to make sure your website is responsive and that the design works across all of these different devices. And you can do this within the customize section of your Shopify, back to where we were before talking about design. You can switch between the mobile and desktop of your versions of your website, but you can also do this within your actual browser itself. If you preview your website and right click on your anywhere on your website and click inspect element or something similar, it'll take you to this weird codey kind of looking section where you can actually flick through the different devices at the top and test out your website in real time. The next thing you need to do is, while you're kind of testing this responsiveness of your design, also go ahead and check that all your links are going to the right places. So this is primarily on your home page, your about page, your contact page, where links might be going to the wrong place. Maybe you haven't put in your Instagram username yet. Instead, it will just link to instagram.com. Just make sure all your links are on point. And you can do this just by hovering over a link, and it'll give you a little URL in the bottom of where that button or link is heading to. So the next thing you need to tick off before you launch is that you need to actually test your products, test your payments, which will also test your orders and test your emails. So to test your payments, I'm not going to do it because I'm on a free plan, but you can just search Shopify test payments, click on the first link, and it'll take you here. And essentially, firstly, you need to go to settings, you go to payments, you go to manage, and you scroll right down, and there's test mode at the bottom, and you'll just click enable test mode. So you can, when you're in test mode, you can use any of these credit numbers here, with any expiry date, any security card, etc. And I can't do this, as I said, because I'm in the free mode, but once you submit this payment, your order will go through. It'll pop up in your order section as we described. You can make sure that it's all working well, that your shipping situation's all working well. And you will also get the opportunity here to test your email notifications. So when someone makes a purchase, you will receive an email letting you know that an order has been placed, and the customer will also receive an email making sure that, sending them their order summary right after they've made the purchase. So when you receive these emails, both as a customer, if you put in your own email address, and as the store owner, if you don't like how your emails are designed, you can go here into settings, notifications, and then say you can edit your order confirmation slip. You can also go over here to kind of read how this template is designed and kind of break down all of these little sections and what you would need to include in a property sense in order to give a certain item. And the next thing you need to do is kind of make sure your SEO is up to scratch. So firstly, we'll go into preferences within the online store section, and you need to enter in a title page summary, a meta description, and I recommend doing these as well on all of your products. I'll show you just quickly. All of your products will have a spot for SEO right down the bottom. When you're editing this SEO section, make sure you're using relevant keywords, and I recommend you make sure that these keywords are attracting a reasonable volume of traffic, and you can do this using websites such as SEMrush, Ahrefs, and there's also a Google keyword planner, which is kind of for ads, but it's the only free version out of these 3 options, and you still get a reasonable idea of which keywords are attracting the most traffic. The only thing left for you to do now is to go online store, preferences, and then you'll be able to click down here where you turn your password off and your website will be live. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you and your business gain some value from this quick, short Shopify tutorial. And let me know if you have any questions, but also don't forget that there's a very wide community out there for Shopify now. So you'll be able to type any question you have into Google. It's likely that someone else out there has run into the same problem. So just make sure you include Shopify in your question when you search it, and I'm sure you'll be able to find the answer. Enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Cheers.